I mean, look at this. This is amazing. Good, man. This is actually giving me the heebie-jeebies a little bit. Even on the Trail 125, I'm a little bit sketched out right now. All right, welcome back, everyone. It is a beautiful day here in late October. Sun is out, but there's a cool, brisk chill in the air. And I'm off on another adventure on the Honda Trail 125, as you can see, playing hooky again from work today. I just couldn't resist. I'm sitting there at my desk, packing away at my keyboard, and I'm looking outside, and it's like, come to me, come outside and play. So with that said, I was obviously lured into the temptation of better weather and getting out on a ride. So what's the plan for today? The plan is that I'm going to try and go explore an area that I've had on my list for quite some time. Now, this area is a little bit far away, so I'm not sure if it's going to actually happen or not. I'm going to do my best to get out there, but it is a significant ride. It's about 25 to 30 miles one way, all on back dirt roads, and the destination specifically is a set of really wild and ridiculous steep switchbacks. Now, that sounds a bit vague. What's the story there, you might be thinking? Well, if you recall back a couple years ago, I took you guys all to a place called Hideout Cave. This was a place that I accessed down through Sedona, and it was a really beautiful spot. Loved it. Now, I'm not going all the way down to Sedona today, but while I was there, the cave sits essentially right at the base of the rim, the Mogollon Rim, which is the transition between the valley and the plateau up here where Flagstaff sits. Now, I looked over when I was riding up to the cave, and I noticed this insanely switched-back road that just looked like it zigzagged straight up the mountain. And at the time, all I remember thinking was, there ain't no way I'm taking the Himalayan up that. That looks bonkers. So, long story short, we are headed out to Turkey Butte right now on the very long Woody Mountain Road. And once we get to Turkey Butte, we will make a slight kink off the main road and start heading over towards this incredibly primitive back road switchback mountain path. that's the best I can tell you. So in an effort to save some battery life, I'm gonna turn off here and try to catch some footage once we get closer to our destination. Okay, so we are deep in the woods now, and we're on a much more pleasant road, a lot less washboards, and I just wanted to get some footage back here because I'm not actually sure if I've ever been on this stretch of road. This is a different way to get out to Turkey Butte, and I'm loving it. This is gorgeous. What an amazing little road tucked way back here in the woods. Simply beautiful. Look at all these little twisties. Fantastic. So we're just gonna have to keep an eye on the time. It gets dark here pretty early now, about 5:30, maybe 5:40. So I'd like to at least be back closer to home as it's starting to get dark. I really don't want to be deep in the woods where it's starting to get really cold. I had no idea this place existed, and some of these views are amazing. This is like straight out of the Lorax up here. Looks like we got ourselves some truffle trees. And you know, you can tell that we're getting close to the rim, but so far so good. I mean, look at that view out there, you guys. I mean, that's quite stunning. I've definitely been over in those woods over there. Well, we're just gonna keep going and see what happens. Let's see, what time is it? It's 3:45. Yeah, so we don't have a ton of time to experiment and play around, but we've got some. Already in the distance, I can see the mountains of outside of Cottonwood. So we're most definitely approaching the rim here. So we've definitely stepped up now. I'd say this is a class 3 road, legit forest road, 2-track in many places. Starting to get a lot chunkier, a lot rockier. Definitely doable on the Himalayan for sure. Ooh, okay, I've got a little rocky bit in there. We're starting to get a few more regularly spaced obstacles here. So we just gotta stay on our toes. It looks like we are basically gonna be following these power lines for a fair ways. I was starting to think maybe we didn't give ourselves enough time today, but that's okay. Let's just keep going and see. I am gonna have to set a distinct turnaround point given how long it's taken us to get out here. So I need to do that math and figure out when I need to turn around, because I do not want to be going through this kind of stuff in the dark. Yeah, looks like we're still following those power lines. So I'm just gonna keep chugging away here and see. We're doing pretty well though. We're certainly not blazing down this road, but we're making steady progress. All right, so it looks like we got 0.7 to my original dot, so we're definitely gonna at least get to that point before we make any decisions. Regardless of what we decide though, I can almost guarantee that I'm gonna make another trip out here, just because this has been so much fun. So if we don't have time to hit the switchbacks today, no worries. We'll just come back out maybe on Saturday when we've got a little bit more time to play with and tackle it then. I do have some news that I'm going to share with all of you. It's not anything super exciting yet, but I will tell you all that I did put a deposit down on something. This doesn't necessarily mean anything. It's refundable. But I've been thinking about this particular thing enough, and that I thought it was probably a good idea to put a deposit down, just given how, like with the Trail 125, this particular unit is back ordered, and so I wanted to kind of get my name on the list and then see what happens. But yeah, potentially some new wheels in my future. All right, 279 feet to my dot. I'm not sure. Okay. Well, it definitely got really nasty right in here. So I see a road kind of going off to the left here. I want to make sure that so we still have quite a ways to get out to the switchbacks. The switchbacks are way down. Oh man, that is several miles. But let's take a peek at what this road looks like. So it looks like the trail kinks off to the right here. So let's see if we can find it. I want to see if this is something we can do on the bike. There's quite a few trails and roads coming together in here. It's obviously some kind of intersection. I don't see anything. Yeah, it's definitely not that one. Is it just still this? Because if it is, this is perfectly fine. Wow, it certainly looks like this is it. So, totally doable. Fantastic. Oh, wow, what a cool view. Look at this. Holy crap. Look at this. Fantastic. Where we actually, oh geez, we are way out. So I think where we need to go is all the way out to the front face of that large plateau out there. So, you know, we can skirt around here and even make it over to that secondary promontory that's behind the power lines here, but to actually get all the way to the switchbacks, because you can actually see right down there, there's a little red bump in the valley. That's the cave. That's Hideout Cave right there. That's pretty wild, actually, that you can see it. So I think I'm going to at least get up to the top over here, where the power lines are over there, and get a sense of scale. And then I think I'm going to turn around just because I don't want to press my luck. And this ride has been absolutely gorgeous so far. So I have no complaints turning around. And it gives me some place to come back and explore another day. All right, we've got a little decision point here as well. I'm not quite sure of. Wow, this road gets pretty wild. I mean, look at this. This is amazing. Good, man. This is actually giving me the heebie-jeebies a little bit. Even on the Trail 125, I'm a little bit sketched out right now. Oh, yeah, I am actually kind of sketched out right now. I see a gate down there, which could be problematic. I definitely want to get down to that gate, because if that gate is closed, that answers the question for even future trips. So let's, ooh, man, the anti-lock brakes are kicking in. This is pretty steep, guys. I'm just kind of walking it down with the brake engaged. I hope I can get back up this. Jeez, this is pretty steep. Yeah, there's a gate down there for sure. All right, well, let's see if we can at least get down this this drop. This is no joke, man. I don't know if I'd want to come down this on the Himalayan. This is pretty steep. And you make a mistake on this, you're in some real trouble. All right, let's see what we got over here with this gate. Because if we got ourselves a closed gate, I think that kind of seals the deal. And it is definitely gated. No crap. So it's closed, but not locked. Let's go up in here. Park it. All right. Wow, we came from all the way up there just now. So anyway, I'm gonna I'm really nervous right now. My heart rate's pretty high. Don't fall over. So this does open, and it does have motorcycle and four-wheeler. So we are good actually to do this road, and this is our road. But I do think, guys, given the waning light, we'll consider this a recon ride. I'd like to see how far we've made it. Not very. So we are just right there. So then basically what happens is this road climbs up here, and then it rides all the way along this ridge. And if you zoom in, you can see the dashed line. And it runs all the way out, goes along this plateau, and that's the switchbacks you can see right there. And it goes straight down the mountain, and there's Hideout Cave. Wow. I mean, look at that view. That view alone, I think, has made this trip worth it. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can get up this hill. First gear, whole way. I've got my feet out because there's a good chance that I could spin out here or there. And I do not want to have any. I'd like to try and keep my momentum going. Oh, she's definitely bogging down a little bit, but I'm making progress. All right. So, given that I just made it up that, I think I should be okay as long as I don't have any major skid outs or wipeouts. All right, she's starting to bog down a little bit. There we go. All right. The old trail is holding her own here. We still got a little bit of climb left. Come on, baby. Come on, Louise. All right. Whew. Is that it? Or do we still, oh no, we still got a little bit more here. I'm gonna try and go up over here. Oh, she's bogging it. Hey, I think we made it. Woohoo! Celebration! Yes! Well done. Go Team Ramrod. Yeah, we're not gonna get home until pretty late. Took us almost an hour and a half to get out here, so we're looking at about 5:30, right about the time it starts to get dark. All right, we're almost to the ends of the power lines here, just a little bit further, and then back into the woods we go. All right, so we're gonna try and pop over to Turkey Butte here really quickly. So I'm actually heading up this technical road that was a real challenge coming down on the Himalayan during Nazmat. It's a piece of cake on the Trail 125, although it's a bit rough right in here. Let's see how we're gonna do this in here. I think we're gonna do it like that. Let's come out here. Yeah, this is some big rocks in here. Let's come over here. Let's see, what can we do in here? Let's go right up that. Let's cut through here. And then let's cut around through the woods over here. Yeah, beautiful piece of cake. Wheeled motorized vehicles, including ATVs, prohibited when road is closed. Boo! Is this road ever open? All right, this is starting to get a little bit technical up in here. Still totally doable on the Himalayan, but this is difficult class 3 through here. A couple of spots might even be considered class 4. Yeah, these are some chunky rocks, for real. And like I said, I just don't know how long I've got to go through this stuff. But I'm glad I didn't come out this way, because I would have never have made it out as far as I did if I had to deal with all this stuff. Man, but you guys can see, I mean, I'm basically just traversing over rocks at this point. Wow, look at that. Unreal. Some elk just popping across the road. It's already getting close to freezing. My visor's fogging up, and I need to concentrate on the road. So thank you so much, everyone. Take care, be safe, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye. God, what is this? Are we even still on the road here? This is pretty rough. Oh